So here we have the lid part of our crap caddies, and rather than doing the little stitch on the corner thus that we have on the others, what we're going to do is, once we've pressed them, we're just going to add a stitch below the binding, just through. This is quite tough to do because you're going through the wadding or whatever it is you've used as well, and I'm not tying a knot in, so I've just pulled my thread through, and I'm just gonna keep it out of the way with my finger, and I'm just gonna do a stitch below that bit of binding, so my needle is going through just below the binding. And I've got a thimble somewhere, but I don't know what I've done with it. No, I can see it, there it is. So I'm going to pop that on because it just helps to push the needle through. So I'm just doing half a dozen stitches just through there, pushing it through with my thimble. I have to keep taking it on and off because I get a bit confused with it. Once you've done a couple of stitches, you've kind of almost got a hole to go through. And then the last couple of stitches, I'm just going to pick up that stitch that I've gone through, just so that I'm securing my stitches. And you should be able to then trim off the ends of your thread. So you can see I'm just coming through that corner, through my thread, and I'm using a self-coloured thread, so this won't show. Once I've done that, I can trim off my thread end. Just put my needle in there, and the first end. And that just helps to hold that corner in shape. It keeps it nice and square. You can see they kind of go a bit floppity, otherwise they don't stay square. But just adding that little stitch through just gives it enough to hold it so that it stays square. And we don't do them on the corners, because if we do them on the top of the corner, your lid won't fit. It needs to be a fairly snug fit. So we're just literally taking it through, probably not even 1/4 inch away from the edge of the corner itself, but literally just underneath where that binding is. And I'm using a self-coloured thread so it doesn't show, and you can see that there is no visible stitching there. And that's it, you're all done.